Hello. So today is Boxing Day. I hope you had the most delicious of Christmases. And today we begin Queen School. So I have a private group of women who are committed to a 10-week devotional all about relationship, all about learning your inner queen, your inner feminine energy that rises out and creates an evocation in someone else, the ability to be so magnetic that you draw out the energy of another person, that you pull and call something out simply by being in that energy yourself and learning that art of being in your feminine and the space where she flows freely with an open front of her body through love, and the masculine just like is hardwired to find it, to see it, to want to be in it, to be immersed by it. So we are learning in 10 weeks of a devotional with mini lessons on the king, the queen and the union, and then weeks of integration and learning with me, coaching your inner queen, for women who find themselves in their masculine far more than they do in their feminine, that perhaps they're in a state of relationship that's in sexual neutrality, where you're a little bit bored, or you kind of move between clashing and kind of we could just be housemates, versus I'm really here to completely change what it is that my culture and family have taught me about men and about women, and to relearn a new paradigm of relationship that says, I see that relationship is here as a vehicle for me to learn more of myself and bring more of myself out so that I can do the same for you, and together we're able to do more than we can on our own. And the truth of it is, you can only ever, all of us can only ever see the amount of a person like as if they were an ocean. We can only see as much of them from the shoreline, right, as we can see, but they're a vast ocean. And so we're talking about a new way of learning the feminine and the masculine, the interplay of the two, and what that looks like to create and transform a completely different paradigm of relationship. So that's what we're here to do in Queen School. We begin today. Today my mini lesson's going to be all about the masculine's density, how dense they are, like cement truck dense, and how that changes the style of communication that you have, the way that you approach them and turn up to them and for them, and how you work with that. So we have 21 mini lessons at least, because I had trouble bringing it down to 21. So I'm super excited to begin today, and if you would still love to get into Queen School, you absolutely can. So I will drop the link below here. And I would love for this to be the summer of love for you, where you really say yes to learning your feminine core and learning how to really sit in that space of being able to evoke and be magnetic in your relationship, and then apply that all around you. Apply it to your work, and apply it to your kids, and apply it to your friends, and learn really that space of energetic exchange that has a lot of fancy language about it, but really at its core it's just here for you to be true to your essence of just lit up by the flow of love and life through your body, and for you to be able to feed everyone around you from that space. And so in you changing and transforming how you show up, how that absolutely changes and transforms what's possible, because you can only ever see from the shoreline, right? But in front of you, you have the capacity for an entire galaxy of oceans of opportunity and change. So if you have a desire, you are a feminine core being who is made for desire. You are supposed to feel desire, to know its impetus and cause, and then produce enough creative momentum and magnetize the people around you into inspiring forms of creating that with you and for you. So if you're really ready to be the queen who inspires everything she needs to create an incredibly beautiful magnetic kingdom around her, whatever your kingdom you want it to be, right? For me, it's just a really delicious relationship that I just like, heart-throbbingly, openly love him, and from that space create something pretty freaking special with your kids and with my community. And then guess what? I get to transform that into work. And when you love what you do, you fill people with love around you. That's just the energetic polarity of it all. So Let's bring in some spark. Let's transform what's possible. Let's unlearn what you think you know about men or the masculine core partner that you find yourself with. And let's relearn a new paradigm where you are absolutely sinking back into the feminine core that you were always supposed to be, not the masculine that you kind of have to squeeze yourself into. You're exhausted and run dry and burnt out, and you've got no kind of juicy, sparky energy left. The feminine is where you find that. She's the wellspring of replenishing. So that's what we're headed to. So Queen School starts today. I'll pop the link below. You can absolutely still join us. It's still a payment plan. It's super easy. A 10-week devotional to relationship. I really, absolutely, with every fibre of my being, believe you can transform anything in 10 weeks, especially a relationship. So if you're a willing woman, come do that with me. I'll see ya.